Hello everyone, welcome back to Piofiore Faded Memories! And also, probably the last episode of Dante's route, which makes me very, very sad. I'm gonna miss him so much. Yeah, I mean, hopefully I did time this out correctly this time, and we should be able to, in this video, get through both the end of his route and his short story. But yeah, in the last video, I can't get over it still. What we learned in the last video, throughout this route, I was so curious about, what exactly the relic is, and, what is the 8th sacrament, and, now I know what both of those things are, and how they correlate to each other, and, guys, it's so funny! I'm never gonna get over it. That is the funniest freaking thing to ever happen in this game. It's gonna be hard to beat that. It really is. Like, oh my god. I cannot believe it. I'm just gonna have to accept it and move on. Okay. Are we gonna get to see Jesus? No, we're gonna unlock him right now. Let's find out. We placed Dante next to the altar because he got a bit injured.
Dante の止血をしてあげて、僕は外でギルバートたちに加勢してくる。
But why, Nicola? I thought you left the Falzone family.
もし生きて町に戻れたら全部話すよ。だから。
Your elaborate plan.
お願いだ、リリアナ。僕たちが戻るまで、どうかダンテを死なせないで。
Your plan is so convoluted and weird that it never works, Nicola. Nicola. Bye. I immediately tended to Dante's wounds as Nicola walked away. I need to stop his bleeding now. I tore my shawl and used it as a bandage to wrap around his wounds. I took Dante's bloody clothes off and twisted them to use as more bandages. Oh, I felt a sharp pain in my hand. What happened to my hand? It looks like the blade Yang threw grazed my hand too. Oh. I feel another sharp pain in my heart, seeing the blood roll along the side of my hand. Oh. Maybe you're just like, oh, I can't believe that happened. I was like, why do you feel pain in your heart all of a sudden? What the hell? Just being grazed hurts this much. I couldn't fathom how much pain Dante was in now. The blood from my hand dripped down into the pool of blood seeping from Dante. Dante, please don't die on me. It's okay. This is his route. He's not gonna die. Without laying another eye on my wound, I continued to try and stop Dante's bleeding. I looked up, feeling cool drips of water coming from above the altar. Jesus? A leak? The water wasn't dripping from the ceiling. It looked like the font near the altar was overflowing. A basin inside a church that— oh, I went too fast. That is filled with water and blessed by priests. People touch this holy water and form a sign of the cross as an expression of their faith and to renew their baptismal promise. I thought it was empty the last time we checked. The drops of water were clear and beautiful. I can't use the water on his wounds since it could cause an infection, but I guess I can use it to wipe his face. I dipped a clean end of my shawl into the water in the font. Dante. I gently wiped the blood. Oh, the dried blood. I can't read. Woohoo! Love when that happens. From Dante's face. Then wiped off the blood of his lips. On his lips. See? Words. After intensively tending to Dante's wounds, his bleeding stops. You all better? Dante, you're alive.
不思議と少し楽になった。お前がそばにいるからか。
His voice sounded a lot stronger than before. Dante, thank God. I wiped the tears from my eyes with the back of my hand. Dante's complexion had a lot more color, and its breathing seemed to return to normal. Yay! Then all of a sudden... Jesus? I heard footsteps approaching. Jesus? You're not Jesus. Emilio. He suddenly appeared in front of us.
今の俺が元気そうに見えたか。
I nearly died. I'm not sure if Dante's glare was because of the pain or because of Emilio's question.
罪のない挨拶のつもりだったけれど、確かに愚問だね。気分を害したのなら謝るよ。
Why are you here, Emilio? Wait, how did you get in here? The Visconti and the Laoshu are fighting outside. Are you human?
それは答えても意味がない質問だよ。君たちには価値のない情報だ。
I'm still sticking with my theory that you're actually like very old and you can look, you did just like disappear when we went outside earlier. You got magical powers.
だとしたら何の用だ、エミリオ。お前は何のためにここへ来た？
言っただろ。印が色づく頃、またここにおいで。
Oh God, you know. Emilio gave a smile like that of a playful child.
僕は君たちのことを待っていたんだよ。君たちだってそれを覚えていたからここに来たんじゃないのかな。
印というのはやはり彼女のあざのことだったのか。
I thought we knew that from the start, but apparently not.
その通り。そして彼女の印が色づいたということは
Emilio, do you know why?
君が紛れもなくファルツォーネの正当な後継者であることも示している。
What do you mean? How would my mark prove Dante's blood? I had no clue what he was talking about. Emilio looked at me and responded gently.
生異物の封印を解くために必要なのはファルツォーネの血を持つ者と鍵の乙女の存在。君たちはそう思っていたようだけれど、実はそれだけでは足りないんだ。セキュリティは二重になっているんだよ。ここに眠っているのはそれほどまでに大切なものだからね。
Emilio continued to speak without any change in expression.
ファルツォーネの正当な後継者と鍵の乙女が結ばれた時、乙女の印は濃く色づき、初めて君たちは封印を解く資格を得た。
It's still weird that that's what unlocks Jesus. I mean, yeah. Oh no, he means it.
ヨタ話だな。
Dante's like, hell no. There is no way. You're lying. As I stood there, confused by what he said, Dante looked distrustfully at Emilio. Emilio replied calmly.
否定しても彼女の印は色づいているよ。
Oh my god!
心当たりもあるだろう。
I mean, I know I already knew, but it's like, now that you're confirming it. Well,
祭壇の聖水板は一人でに満ちた。これもまた君たちの血が資格を得た証。
why? Why is this it? Again, I'm gonna ask, did Jesus himself decide? Then yeah, this is what's gonna unlock me. Like, what?
聖水板は秘跡を行うのに欠かせないもの。これで君たちは聖異物の封印を解ける。
Dante was quietly listening to Emilio, who spoke with a childish smile.
おめでとうダンテ。聖異物は君のものだよ。それを手にして教国と取引をするといい。もっともファルツォーネの脅威はほとんどすべて取り除かれているけれどね。ラオ州の首領はすでに死んだ。表の残党もギルバート・レッドフォードたちによってそうそう。ラオ州に加担していた教国の一派もじきに処分されることに決まったよ。
Oh. All's well that ends well. Exterminated. If you could do that, why wasn't that done much sooner? Seeing my frustration by his reply, Emilio he did not smile. He frowned slightly for the first time.
それができればよかったんだけれど、簡単なことではなくてね。教国の中にも政治というものがあるんだ。今回の件について言えば、僕たちはしばらく事態を静観するしかなかった。僕だって心苦しくは思っていたんだよ。教国の聖職者の中でも伝承を知る者は少ない。時代が移り変わるにつれ、知っていても信じない者さえ出てきた。何せファルツォーネが墓守になってから2000年近くも経つわけだからね。 教国がファルツォーネの後ろ盾である必要性を改めて問う意味でも静観が必要だったんだ。
Emilio spread his arms out wide as if giving his blessing, then spoke in a grand tone.
ファルツォーネは正当な墓守であり、この地の支配者であると再び示された。聖水盤に満ちた水は何よりの証だ。傷は楽になったよね、ダンテ。それこそ生物がもたらす奇跡の力だ。
The blessing from Jesus! Now that he mentions it, Dante's blood seemed to clot from the moment I wiped his face using the water from the font. At this point, I couldn't deny the fact that the water possessed a mysterious power. Maybe Dante drank a small bit of the water when I was wiping his lips. Dante was still not letting his guard down against Emilio. He glared at him sharply still. Dante slowly opened his mouth.
ファルツォーネの正当性が再び教国に認められたのであれば、わざわざ俺が聖遺物を手にして一族の権威を証明する必要はないはずだ。
Emilio blinked with a blank look on his face. Yeah, what are we gonna do with Jesus? He then gasped and stared back at Dante, speaking in a surprised tone.
君、マフィアのカポにしては純粋すぎるよ。教国が再び裏切るとは思わないのかい？
Well, then we'll just come back here and get it then.
その可能性はない。俺たちはすでに聖遺物の封印を解く方法を知っている。
Isn't the seal already broken though? Like, I don't think we need to re-break the seal, you know?
俺たちを裏切れば、教国は聖遺物を、真実を危険にさらすことになる。教国はそこまでバカじゃないだろう。だからあれを今すぐ手にする必要はない。
正論だね。そもそも今回のようなことはめったに起こるものじゃないし、少なくとも君が生きて君の子孫に正しい継承を続けていく限りは安泰だと思っていい。
Emilio, does that mean...
今回の件はね、ダンテへの継承が正しく行われなかったことが原因の一つなんだ。
well, yeah, Dante's dad was murdered.
ダンテは何のことか分かったようだね。
He didn't even have a chance to really tell him anything.
そう。君の父、先代ファルツォーネ当主、シルビオ・ファルツォーネは、志半ばにして暗殺されてしまった。だから君は、聖遺物の伝承について、不完全な知識しか持ち得なかったんだ。
なあ、伝承の全てを教えられるのは、俺がカポになるその日のはずだった。
ファルツォーネを快く思わない者にとって、それは格好の隙になったわけだ。本来そういった事態が起きないように動くのも使徒の役目なんだけど、今回の使徒オルロックもまた少しイレギュラーな立場だったからね。
Yeah, he confused me a lot in this route. Orlok. Emilio's words reminded me of Orlok, who sacrificed himself to protect me and died brutally. I didn't fully understand who he was, even after he appeared in front of me so many times. What were Orlok's duties? What did he have to bear as a disciple?
教会が特殊な訓練を積ませた戦士といえば君たちにも分かりやすいかな。オルロックはこの地で鍵の乙女を見守り、君たちもしくは聖遺物に問題が生じれば教国に報告する役目を負っていた。そして先ほども言ったように、本来であればダンテに対して彼の父が伝え損ねた情報の全てを与えることも使徒の務めだった。
But he didn't for some reason?
そう、不運に不運が重なってしまった。オルロックを管轄していた人間こそ今回教国内で反ファルツォーネを強く標榜した人物だったんだ。
So that means Berlone was simply dragged into whatever politics were going on in the church?
言葉だけではない謝罪が必要だな。
Dante was obviously not happy hearing that. I could sense he was regaining himself again.
ずいぶん調子が戻ったね。それだけ話せればもう大丈夫だろう。表の掃除もそろそろ終わりそうだ。僕は今のうちにおいとましようかな。
Wait, Emilio? I hurriedly tried to hold him back as he turned around and walk away again. What will happen to Berlone?
ブルローネは何も変わらない。いや、ラオ州がなくなったわけだから多少は変わるのかな。
Maybe less drugs?
どちらにせよ、人の営みに大差はない。君が心配するようなことはないよ。
Can you tell me one last thing?
いいよ。ただし質問はこれが最後だ。
His bright and starry eyes were fixed on me. Who are you? Yeah, for real. He said he was with the church, but it seemed he knew far more than anyone there. His youthful appearance was also deceiving, as he seemed to instead be a wise sage. I'd think he's 1,000 years old.
僕は
Emilio gave a gentle smile.
僕はファルツォーネの先祖がこの地に墓を築いた時、手を貸した者の末裔だ。
Or are you a descendant, or are you that very descendant and you're just old?
ファルツォーネはこの地で聖遺物を守護し、僕たちは教国内部から聖遺物を見守る役目を負っている。
その話、父から聞いたことがある。代々教国にはファルツォーネと協力関係にある一族が存在すると。
僕たちはあくまで見守ることが役割だ。本当はこんな風に自ら介入することを良しとされていない立場にある。けど今回は教国にも責任があるからね。見ていられなくて首を突っ込んでしまった。
He laughed, then closed one eye jokingly, as if signaling something to us.
できれば僕の存在は秘匿しておいてくれるとありがたい。じゃあ話はここで終わり。じゃあね、二人とも。僕はいつも君たちの星を見守っているよ。
Wait, I didn't have a chance to say farewell. He turned his back and walked away. What a mysterious person. Yeah. Both of us were in awe of the oddly divine aura that he exhibited. We were still dazed at what happened and stood quietly in the ruins.
Dante!
Nicola came running towards us, snapping us back to reality.
ネズミの駆除は終わったぜ。ゆっくり休めたか、ダンテ。
The Lao Zhu is gone.
しかし、上等なコートも台無しだな。どうしてそんな血まみれにしたんだ？
お前がもっと早く駆けつけていれば、俺のコートは助かったはずだ。
Yeah, you two were a bit late. You didn't show up till Yang died. Dante responded a bit angrily at Gil's playful words. Hearing Dante's retort to Gil made Nicola sigh with relief.
ダンテ、よかった。君が生きていて。
よくない。ニコラ、お前にはきっちり説明してもらうからな。
Yeah, Nicola, explain.
積もる話もあるだろうが、まずは医者だろう。お前の傷、ひどいもんだぜ、ダンテ。
しかし、
いや、続きはまた日を改めてからだ。俺だって話しておきたいこともある。
Gil lent his shoulder to Dante, and Nicola quietly helped prop his other shoulder. By the time we stepped out of the ruins, the sky was painted crimson. Standing on the now silent hill, I could tell that the long battle had finally come to an end. I'm finally back here!
なんで起きてるんです？まだおとなしく寝てなくちゃダメですよ。
Long time no see, Leo.
いい。横になっていると体が鈍る。
いや、全然良くないですって。あなたからも言ってください。
Leo's right, Dante. We don't want your wounds to open. I'll get you a cafe latte, so please stay put on the sofa. I don't want to. Dante wasn't happy, but he listened and quietly sat himself up on the sofa. Oh, Carlo! Also, long time no see. Carlo was rubbing himself against Dante as if trying to console him. What happened felt like so long ago. I pondered while getting his coffee prepared. We came back to the Falzone manor, then had the doctor tend to Dante's wounds. The doctor was surprised that he was still alive after sustaining that kind of injury. Everything that happened, including what Emilio said, felt like a dream. Regardless, Dante was alive. That alone was proof that what happened back inside the ruins was real. And why did the Visconti come to the ruins that day? It seemed that Dante made a deal with Gil back when I was abducted. Oh. Did we have to leave the room? I don't know. I don't remember. The doctor was done with his examination. Dante explained to me why they suddenly appeared at the ruins.
あの取引で俺はお前の身柄の代わりにファミリーの利権を差し出すと言った。
I thought he didn't agree to that though. I remember that. It was burned into my memory because of how shocking it was.
しかしギルバートは俺の申し出を拒否してその上で条件をつけてきた。
Was this after I left the room? What was his offer? Dante closed his eyes and took a breath before answering me.
もしヴィスコンティにまで火の粉が降りかかるような事態になった時、ラオシュを倒すために2組織は手を組む。その協定を結びたいと。ラオシュ台頭以前、このブルローネの町はファルツォーネとヴィスコンティにより二分されていた。もともとファルツォーネから離反した組織とはいえ、ヴィスコンティと我々はうまく共存できていた。
Well, we've gone right back to that. Now that Yang's gone. Come to think of it, crimes did only seem to increase within the past few years. Thanks, Yang. The Laoshu existed a while back, living along the back alleys of Berlone. But they were a very small group. It was only when Yang joined that things changed.
ヴィスコンティが単独でラオシュを潰すより、ファルツォーネの動きに便乗した方がかかる労力は少ないからな。それに、ファルツォーネの利権を跳ねのけた時点で予想はできたことだが、あの男はブルローネを手に入れることに興味がないらしい。
Really?
自分はブルローネに収まる器ではない。だからこの町の既得権益など必要ないそうだ。あの男は林にするな。
Oh, stop it, Dante.
あの会合以降、俺たちの情報と行動はある程度ギルバートに共有していた。もちろん全てを話したわけじゃない。あくまで差し支えのない範囲で。だが。
So that's why the Visconti came to the ruins that day? Dante took a sip of the cafe latte I made. He then frowned slightly.
リリー。
Yes? He must have noticed that I didn't put the usual amount of sugar in it.
ダンテ、砂糖の過剰摂取は健康に悪いよ。君は怪我人なんだから、こんな時くらい節制してもいいんじゃない？
あ、ニコラさん、お帰りなさい。
Oh yeah, it didn't even like faze me that you were here for a minute. You are back. Nicola walked in nonchalantly, and Leo greeted him as if nothing happened. It's been a few days since the battle at the ruins. Nicola came to visit the Falzone family to speak with Dante in private. After that, Nicola reached out to me saying he wanted to apologize.
君をヴィスコンティに差し出すことで、僕は全てを解決したかったんだ。
You had never truly betrayed Dante, had you? He was simply putting up a front to make it seem as though he betrayed the Falzone.
それと、君に心から謝罪したい。
For my abduction?
君に対して優しくない態度をとってしまったことも。
You're kind of weird, this whole route.
僕は意図的に君を傷つけ、追い込むような言葉を選んだ。鍵の乙女はファルツォーネの当主であるダンテをさらに危険にさらしてしまう存在だと思ったから。君が悪いわけじゃないのは分かっていたのに、僕はあえてひどいことをした。
You just care about Dante.
君だって運命に翻弄された側なのにね。
That's alright, Nicola. I'm just happy to see you come here to apologize.
リリアーナ。
I know, and everyone knows how much you care about Dante and the entire family. Dante explained the entire Falzone family. That they were working with the Visconti to defeat the Laoshu. Therefore, he had Nicola fake a betrayal in order to infiltrate the Visconti. Wait, what? Wait, am I reading this wrong again? Dante had him do it? That can't be right. And that it was all necessary so that they could deceive Yang. What? Most of the family members didn't even know Nicola betrayed the family. which explained why none of them doubted Dante, speaking out as the family boss. Well, some who knew about the betrayal were surprised at hearing the speech, like Leo. I'm confused. Wait, Dante was in on it this time? What? He came to accept it as fact, saying that if it was top secret, then it can't be helped.
ところで、ジュリアは今キッチンにいる？
Yes.
じゃあ何かお願いしてこようかな。もうお腹がペコペコなんだ。
You didn't eat at the Visconti's place?
うん。だってビスコンティの料理は僕の好みに合わないんだよね。
Nicola was working as Dante's right-hand man to help the family while Dante recovered. He was also acting as liaison with the Visconti, keeping him busy almost every day.
じゃあ俺も一緒に行きますよ。さっきから実は小腹が空いちゃって。
あ、そうだ。レジーナ商店のおばさんがレオに顔を出してほしいって言っていたよ。
レジーナの？少し前に態度の悪い客を追っ払ってあげたからかな。
Nicola and Leo talked their way out of the kitchen like best friends. The Falzone family's reputation had taken a hit was now starting to turn around, all thanks to the efforts of everyone involved. Is Marco out of jail yet? Peace was returning to Berlone. Look what happened with Marco! All that tension that filled the town seems like it happened just yesterday. The Laoshi were gone, and their absence brought a greater security to the town.
ラオ州の残した負の遺産はまだ残っているが、少しずつ改善に向かうだろう。
I hope you heal as soon as possible, Dante.
お前は本当に優しいな。
Do you think? Dante. He suddenly became quiet, pondering over something. After a moment of thinking, he looked at me and asked,
教会に帰るか？
I want to be with you! Huh? That caught me off guard. Dante continued to speak rather hesitantly.
遺跡から帰ってきて、ずっと俺の看病をしてくれたことには感謝している。だが、脅威がなくなった今、本当はもう教会に帰りたいんじゃないかと。
You're not there, though. I should go back. I let Sister Sophia know how things are now, but I haven't seen her for a while. I'm sure they're all waiting for me.
そうか。俺の傷もかなり癒えている。もう大丈夫だ。だからお前はもう教会に。
Oh. I sandwiched his cheeks with my hands on both sides, then stared into his eyes. Oh. Oh, Dante! You cutie! His beautiful azure eyes flickered like the Adriatic. Very poetic. Surprised by what was happening. Dante, do you remember what you told me? I thought you said you wanted me to be by your side. Or were you lying to me?
嘘じゃない。
Oh.
あれは俺の本心だ。
Well, why are you asking me if I want to go back to the church then?
それは、もしかしたらお前はそう望んでいたんじゃないかと。もともとお前がファルツォーネに来たのは自ら望んでのことじゃない。誰だって自分の生まれ育った環境をそう簡単には捨てられないだろう。
Sure, the church is my home, but...
お前が教会に帰ったからといって俺の気持ちが変わるわけじゃない。
But I want to be with you!
もうこれ以上お前のことを無理に縛り付けたくなかったんだ。
I looked deep into his eyes and gave him my honest reply. Thank you, Dante. Your concern makes me so happy. Then again, what you said made me feel like you were denying my feelings.
悪かった。お前がどう思っているのかちゃんと尋ねるべきだった。はっきり言葉にされることを恐れて勝手に答えを出そうとした。
Dante then looked at me seriously, his eyes locked on mine.
リリー、お前の望みを教えてくれ。教会に帰りたいか？
No!
それ
Because
と
you
も
are not there! I smiled and responded. I want to be with you, Dante. Yeah!
俺はマフィアのカポだ。今回はなんとか生き残ったが、次はどうなるかわからない。お前を危険にさらすことだってあるかもしれない。それでも、
Yes,
俺
a
と
thousand
一緒に
times
いて
yes.
くれるか？
Yes, even if you are a mafia boss, even if I have to live a life of danger, I still want to be with you.
わかった。
Dante looked at me and accepted my words with resolve. He then let out a brief sigh.
改めて教会に行く必要ができたな。ソフィアにいろいろと話さなければ。
Will you come too?
当然だ。シスター・ソフィアはお前の親のようなものだろ。
Basically.
改めて挨拶したい。これからのこと。
Yeah.
俺たちのことをきちんと話そう。
Thank you, Dante. I took my hands off of Dante's face, knowing that his words were heartfelt and true. Everyone at church is going to be surprised. The church was still precious to me and my home, but I want to be with Dante. I would never have expected back then to ever feel this way. But this feeling has grown to the point that was now my deepest desire. Hip hip hooray! Oh,
一
others.
体何があったというんです。
Oh,
答え
hello.
てください、エミリオ。突然ロズベルグ卿を処分するなんて、なぜあんなに敬虔な方を。あなたには説明責任があるでしょう。黙っていないで、きちんと話してください。
None of your business. They can say what they please. I have no interest in their questioning.
彼らの地位では生物について知らされない。だから彼らには何も教えられることがない。
The priest began to yell louder, and soon their words would become laced with anger. It was then that a voice admonished the priests in the room. The priests held their breath as the head of the church reprimanded them to be silent.
まったく権力も政治も面倒なだけだ。
I left the room and hurried out to the garden.
今夜の星は
The stars were silently drifting in the night sky. Their brilliance portended the future of those for whom they were ordained.
あの子たちは勘違いしているかもしれないけれど、
The key maiden was not one who had been randomly chosen from the rabble. That person was, should I say, one who was bound to fate, to the Falzone's successor. Astrology guides us to find that person of destiny.
とはいえ星は気まぐれだ。ちょっとしたことでその巡りは大きく移ろってしまう。けれど真なる生物の鍵が対の男女だなんて面白いよね。銀の光と金の光か。まさにあの二人こそ生物に触れるにふさわしい人間だった。
I saw the color of their life's brilliance. I saw their coming of fate. I want to thank them for showing me their pride from the bottom of my heart.
長生きはしてみるものだね。
You're old. Like, it's good to live long, I suppose. A few days later, Dante and I went to the church.
シニョーレ・ファルツォーネ、どうかこの子のことをお願いします。
Sister Sophia was surprisingly open and positive about what we'd told her. Maybe she had some kind of sense that this was going to happen. We were pretty close when we came to visit. But to everyone else at church, our story came from nowhere. Like, huh?
あなたがファルツォーネに？お姉ちゃん、もう帰ってこないの？そんな。いつ帰ってくるのかなって僕たち楽しみにしてたの
Too
に。
bad! Laura's and Giovanni's shoulders drooped. John was glaring at Dante. Don't you glare at my man!
いくらファルツォーネのカポだってお姉ちゃんを泣かせたら許せないからな。
Calm down, John. Don't worry about me. I'll still be coming here. I'll help with the provisioning. It'll be just like before. Isn't that right, Dante?
ああ、お前がしたいように過ごすといい。
Dante gently smiled at me, despite only now hearing what I wanted to do.
ファルツォーネファミリーとしても今まで以上に教会の活動へ協力していこう。
お姉ちゃんが教会に来れるならまあいいと思うけど。
リリー、あなたは小さな子供の頃からとても聞き分けがいい子でした。そのあなたがこうして自ら望むものを見つけてくれたのですから、私はそんなあなたの願いをとても嬉しく思います。
Sister Sophia,
私も。
I'm so glad that you made it out of this route okay, Elena. Finally, thank God. Elena jumped towards me and grabbed my hands. She then looked sternly into my eyes.
私も二人のことを祝福するわ。だって今のあなたはとっても輝いているんだもの。本当に大切なものを見つけたんだって伝わってくる。
Elena.
だから本当はやっぱり寂しいけど会えなくなるわけじゃないなら私あなたを笑って送り出すわ。
Thank you so much, Elena. The blessings from everyone warmed my heart. I smiled as I never had before, hearing all their heartfelt words. I may have been living life without any real dreams of my own back then. I would simply wake up, work, eat, and sleep. But my daily life changed the day I began living with Dante. There were times when we collided, like when I fell out of the window on top of him, not understanding each other's feelings. I remember vividly how close to death we were, back when we sought the relic. The days were far from normal, but we overcame our trials, and now we had a life that I so adored. I can think with Dante, be with Dante, as we decided our future. A future that held unlimited possibilities. A future that I appreciated from the bottom of my heart. The credit's gonna roll now. Dante, I'm gonna miss you! Ah! Yeah. Okay, I'll see you after these credits because it does not let me skip them no matter how hard I try. It's like, nope, you will watch the credits every time! Oh, after credits scene, here we go. I'm sorry, Dante. Everyone just...
いや、いい。少し疲れたが、彼らもお前の家族だからな。
Dante was precious to me, and the children could probably sense that. They pestered and played with Dante until late in the evening. Oh, he was cute. I could tell he was very tired. No doubt he hadn't played with kids like this before.
どうして笑うんだ
I'm just happy to see another side of you, Dante. I know, it's just so cute. Play with kids. Dante frowned as if he didn't want to show this other side to me, but... Hearing me chuckle brought a smile to his face.
屋敷に戻る前に聖堂へ寄ろ
Why, of course. We may as well go inside to say a prayer while we're here. The sunset was shining light into the church. No one else was around. The serenity and fantastical shimmering of the lights were beautiful beyond words. We walked toward the altar. Dante stopped at the front, then turned toward me. Then... Huh? He took my hand and got on one knee. Dante! My heart was racing. Dante kissed my hand with the utmost... Dante! You're so sweet! His graceful demeanor was like that of a storybook prince. The warmth from his lips sent a surge of heat through my fingertips. Dante? Surprised, I spoke his name, but he didn't remove his lips from the back of my hand. Dante! Soon, he lifted his head to look up at me. His warm breath tickled my hand as it left. Look at
う。
you!
リリアーナ・アドルナート。
Look at you, Dante! He shook a little, but with a serious voice spoke my name.
どうか聞いてほしい。
Okay.
お前のことを初めはただ使命として守らなければならないと思っていた。ただそれだけなのだと。それ以上の特別な感情はそこにはないと。だがお前と同じ時間を過ごすうちに俺自身も俺の心も少しずつ変わり始めた。遠くから見つめているだけでは決してわからなかったことをお前は教えてくれた。
I couldn't take my eyes off of him. I know, look how pretty he is. We both looked at each other as I listened.
お前と接すると俺はいつも振り回されて冷徹なカポではいられなくなる。最初はもちろん戸惑った。だが不思議と今はそれも悪くないと思っている。
Dante's gentle and kind voice bore a hint of self-reproach at the thought.
笑顔を見るたびもっと笑ってほしくなる。お前を幸せにしたいと心から願う。リリー、どうかこれからもお前の心を、その思いを俺に与えてくれ。愛している。ずっと俺のそばにいてほしい。
I was speechless. All I could do was nod in response to his heartfelt confession. Yes, Dante. I love you too. Please allow me to stay by your side forever. Dante smiled like a young child, hearing my reply.
愛している。リリ。心から。
Oh my god! His words ended with the toll of the church bell, signaling the coming of evening in Brillone. The conflict in the town drew to a close. A new age was to begin. The grand toll of the evening bell harked the coming of the night. So too did it toll for the beginning. Oh, for our beginning. A toll of blessing for our new future together. Oh my god! The way that ended! Dante! How am I supposed to do other routes now when you do that? How? How? I can't do it! Okay, we still got a short story. What? Oh, I always forget it does this at the end. Oh! Is it counting down to Final Boy? Is that what that is? Because there are 2 routes left. I don't know, maybe. Okay, Dante, it's time for your short story. Yay! Yay, Dante! Brillone has changed. I was living a busy life amid the changes the town was experiencing. Upon my return to the manor, I noticed an unusual package next to my office. There was a memo on it. It looked like a message from Julia, saying it was a gift to me.
差出人は
During the chaos, Paris was framed and arrested for dealing drugs. Oh, really? Right, this Paris guy, I feel like he just keeps getting briefly mentioned, and then that's it. Like, remember, before I had my whole, chanting thing when I was like, fresh air for Dante! That was because he was upset because he had a meeting with this guy. And, we never really elaborated on that. I helped clear his name after things settled. All it took was an article that stated Paris's innocence to vindicate his name. It wasn't difficult to do, but...
というわけか。律儀な男だ。
What was that meeting with him about? I don't know. Paris worked with my father, and was known to be very traditional. I opened the package to see what was inside.
これはいいワインだな。
The wines Paris sent was vintage and very expensive. He sent a dozen white wines, knowing that I didn't like red wine.
今夜にでも屋敷のみんなで飲むか。
Keeping such fine wine waiting in a cellar would be a shame. I left my office to talk to Julia. Oh, Dante, what timing? Lily called my name. There aren't very many here tonight to have dinner. So I was thinking about having Julia and the maids have the night off. I'll be cooking dinner tonight for us. I hope that's all right with you.
いや、構わない。それに俺もまたお前の料理が食べたいと思っていたからな。
Really?
あ
Grazie, Dante. I'll do my best.
あ、楽しみにしている。それと、いいワインをもらった。メニューは任せるが、今夜の食事は白ワインに合いそうなものを頼む。
Leave it to me. Listen, I'm not good with cooking. And I also don't like alcohol. So Dante, I would be running to Julia, okay, I know I said I was gonna do dinner, but can you tell me what pairs well with a white wine? I watched as she smiled and left, humming her way into the kitchen.
夕食が楽しみだ。
It was time for dinner. Lily and I were the only ones in the salon. I had eaten Lily's cooking since we lived together at the hideout, but it looked like she had honed her cooking skills since then. She made tomato bruschetta and with a side of sliced prosciutto. Crudo? There were also steamed. Oh, these words. There was also steamed bream and that thing, and sauteed that thing mushrooms. Not even gonna try. All perfect with white wine. No wonder I was drinking so much.
そういえば、以前にも思ったが、お前は意外と酒が強いな。
Me? Lily looks at me with wide eyes. Do you think so? I can't tell myself since I haven't gotten drunk before.
酔わせてみたい。
Well, I did pass out drinking spiked wine, though. My curiosity was getting the better of me. Without a change in expression, I added more wine to Lily's glass.
せっかくだからもう少し飲むといい。パリスからの礼だからな。
Why, thank you, Dante. I feel slightly guilty, seeing her so happy despite my horrible motive. He's gonna try and get me drunk! I turned a blind eye to my doings. Oh, Dante? You look a bit too red. Maybe you should stop drinking. Oh god, what if Dante's the one that gets drunk instead of us? There's no way I can stop, especially after urging Lily to drink more. Maybe it's because I was drinking too fast. My head felt a bit fuzzy inside.
いや、平気だ。少し暑いだけ。
Lily looked worried. I knew I was drunk, but again, there was no turning back now. Get hammered! I swigged the glass in my hand. Soon enough, I couldn't hold myself together. But that just means he's like jumping on the couch like, woo! Party, Lily! Yeah! It's just us tonight! Let's turn on some music and turn it up in the salon! Woo! Oh my god, Dante. I didn't know you were like this when you were drunk. Dante, you should go to bed. This party... You're gonna be embarrassed in the morning.
そうだな。休む。
Lily's cheeks were slightly red as she shook me to stand. Unbelievable. She doesn't look drunk at all. Who would have thought she was so strong? I took a deep breath and stood up from my chair. I tried to walk, but couldn't keep myself steady. I suddenly felt my body floating, and soon I fell onto a nearby sofa. See? You should have listened to me earlier. Lily peered into my face. She was frowning at me, obviously worried and upset at me.
かわいいな。
Oh, well, thank you. Ah! It's time for the picture. I pulled Lily toward me. Compared to the heat in my body, her body felt nice and cold. Oh, Dante, look at you. Dante?
リリー、好きだ。いつもすごく
You
綺
devil.
麗で困る。本当はもっと一緒にいたい。仕事があるからそうもいかないが、俺は本当にお前が好きで
Oh.
大切に思ってる。
Dante?
好きだ。
Oh, Dante. Lily's face was getting redder by the second after hearing my words. If you watched my Dandelion Let's Play, does it not look like Lily's wearing Heejung's outfit? Like, that's her dress and like little cardigan. I guess she was finally getting drunk. Thank you. I love you too, Dante. Her face was blushing red now as she mumbled to me, embarrassed.
かわいい。
You said that out loud. I don't want to let Lily go. I pulled her close to me. Dante? Her arms folded inside, unable to stop my pull, as she fell fully onto me. I could feel her body directly on mine. I slowly opened my eyes.
今夜はとても
Aww.
気分がいい。
Aww. The wine was getting to me. It felt so good being on the sofa like this. I couldn't move a muscle now. I could feel Lily's body squirming. She seemed confused by what was happening, but I had no intention of letting her go. Cuddle time for Lily! Oh no! What have I done? I've passed off my habit to Dante.
ちゃんと伝えられて。
It was difficult for me to express my true feelings. Even if it was with the help of the wine, I was happy I was finally able to tell her. It didn't dawn on me that I would regret my actions once I was awake and sober. I fell gently into sleep with her warmth in my arms. That one was so cute! Oh my god! That was like a really cute short story. We're gonna just bounce around on this menu like usual. Final thoughts! Okay. I think it's actually pretty obvious how I feel. I love Dante. Oh my god, he's easily my favorite. I don't know that any character is gonna beat him of who we have left. Like, Gil? I like Gil, but like, he feels more like my bro, you know? He feels like my friend. Like, yeah, that's my bro, Gil. He's got our back. Like, that's how I feel about him. Like, I can't see him in a romantic light. And then Orlok, I like the like mystery surrounding him, and that's gonna be really interesting to uncover. But like, he's a little too baby looking for me. I was like, I'm sorry, Orlok, I feel it, I do. As someone who is constantly told like, oh my god, I thought you were 15. Like, I feel it. But yeah, that's, well, I don't think like Orlok's gonna grab me like in the romantic way like Dante did. And obviously, outside of like me straight up simping for Dante, I just love him too with like, I don't know, he like wants to protect everyone, and he's just like such a sweet person, while also being this mafia boss is like, yep, I can kill you. Like, out of everyone, easily treated Lily the best so far. I just really love his personality, that he's a mafia boss. He's just so cool and badass, and I don't know, I love everything about him. The only character that I'm like, maybe I might also really like, I don't know if they'll beat Dante, but I do, at least right now, have a feeling that I'm really gonna like, is Mystery Boy. I have no basis for that because he's a mystery and I know nothing about him. I feel drawn to him, and usually like secret routes tend to have like a lot of interesting stuff going on in them. So I feel like Secret Route Boy is probably going to be pretty interesting. So he's the only one that I'm like, you know, he might give Dante a run for his money. I don't even know if I can say that though. I just love Dante so much. Like, it is going to pain me to go through these other routes now and not be with Dante. Like, like the whole time I'm going to be like, I'm betraying him. I'm not with Dante, how could I? And that's just what's gonna happen in an Otome. Unless you do your favorite character's route last, you're gonna have that feeling like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm not with my favorite boy anymore. I'm betraying them. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure I'm really gonna like Gil and Orlok's route too. Like, Orlok especially has a lot of mystery surrounding him, so I'm really looking forward to like uncovering that. And I really don't know what Gil's route could be about. Yeah, overall, I really liked the route. The whole 8th Sacrament and relic thing, like what the relic is and the 8th Sacrament, I'm not gonna lie, it's stupid. It's weird. It doesn't make any sense that that is what would unlock Jesus. That seems like the kind of thing Jesus would not want. But yeah, that unlocks Jesus somehow. It's the funniest thing that's happened in this game to me so far, and no, I don't know if anything's gonna beat that. But I mean, overall, I really liked like the story and the progression of this route. I think there was like a good like balance between like the plot and the romance, which I liked. So far I'd put Yang's route on the bottom, number one, just because I've decided I don't actually like Yang. But aside from that, like, I don't know what the story of Yang's route is. Because it's like, there's a thing with Lee, and then there's like the drugs, and they also had like a thing with the Falzone, but like none of it felt like there was like an end goal for Yang's route, if that makes sense. It just felt like things just kind of happened, and things like got resolved randomly, and I don't know, it just didn't feel like there was as much of like a story progression. This is what Yang's route is about. And that's why I never really could tell what was gonna happen, because I didn't know what we were working towards. Obviously, Dante's route is my favorite so far, just because, number one, it's Dante. Like, I'm gonna love that. But also, like, story-wise, I liked that there was a clear progression. Like, you know, we were figuring out, like, what the Key Maiden is, and then it's the relic, and we're trying to, like, figure out stuff with that. It's like, I could see, like, where his route was going and what we were trying to do. And then Nicola in the middle, despite how much, like, I was like, Nicola, how dare you? How dare you? I'm afraid of you in this route. I do actually like Nicola, and I did like his route. And his route had like more of a story progression going in it too, which I liked. So yeah, next time we'll be starting Orlok's route. I'm excited to see where Orlok, Gil, and Mystery Boy land in this ranking. But yeah, I think that's all I've got. Really sad to be finishing up Dante's route though. Like I look forward to recording Piofiore, but like this route, I was especially always looking forward to recording it because it was Dante. So it's gonna be sad to not have him, but it's still gonna be fun, okay? We're gonna figure out what the deal with Orlok is, and then, yeah, figure out what the deal with Gil and Mystery Boy is too. I'm hoping Mystery Boy is gonna show up in the common route again though. I really am. I am glad that, you guys enjoyed my Dante simping. Like, you all thought it was pretty funny, and a lot of you actually joined in. You know, we got some Dante fans in this route. Like, some of you joined me, were like, wait, yeah, Dante, him. Like, oh, he's such a good, I know he's a, look, they're all murderers. I know it. But aside from that, he's such a good man. Oh my god. Okay, I think I'm done rambling now. Now I'm just back to Dante simping, which we have had plenty of in this route. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!